Just one point which I think is important. You made reference to the Nikkei president, and as I've said, he acted in the same way as the others. But one good thing which came from the Nikkei, in my opinion, was Mr. Abe, who, as you know, is the chairman of FACTA. Now, one of the things I made a criticism of you, ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning, and I certainly accept that some of the journalism has been exceptional since then, was that no one in the Japanese media picked up on the FACTA publications in July and September of last year, which was my source of information. But one thing I found very depressing when I came back yesterday, I was given an English translation of Mr. Abe, who is, whatever your feelings about him, he has proven to be right. And Mr. Abe published on the 31st of December on his blog. You have to be able to subscribe to get to his blog.
No, blog you don't.
You don't?
No.
So everyone can see the blog. He reported that Olympus had paid for Mr. Kikukawa's luxury flat at 500,000 yen a month after he was dismissed as president, after he left the company and resigned, 200,000 yen for the poodles, and another 80,000 yen in case the poodles do something on the carpet. 750,000 yen paid by Olympus. That, if that had been a similar case in New York, London, Hong Kong, Paris, name the city, that would be picked up by the mainline media. Olympus would be given a chance to respond. Is this true? I mean, they had names, the Olympus stamp, but they would be given a chance to respond, and you would report it. Yet, when I heard that, not one mainline media has reported that story, I felt so sad, so sad, that in the context of the Olympus issue, where Mr. Takayama has said that if directors are found at fault, they would be considered to take legal proceedings, and there the company is paying, according to Mr. Abe, but he sourced it well, and if Mr. Abe was lying, then he can be sued for liable. I don't think he's going to be sued. Why? Please tell me, if I can ask just one question, why is that not picked up here? So please ask Olympus that question. A journalist I spoke to this morning told me they had answered by saying he's going to pay from now onwards, but that's not the point. Why were they paying after a disgraced president who was central to the fraud? Why were they doing it? Give them a chance to comment, and if that's not true, then they should pursue that with Mr. Abe. But ask the questions at least. Give them a chance to answer, but ask the questions.
ですから皆様にお願いいたします。安倍さんだけじゃなくて皆様もオリンパスに聞いてみてください。本当に菊川さんの家賃まで負担しているんですかと。間違えたら正してもらいましょう。今朝あるジャーナリストに聞いてみましたところ、彼女はオリンパスに確認したところ、いや、今後は自己負担になりますと、菊川さん自分で家賃払おうと言われましたと。それが問題じゃありません。実際、オリンパスが負担していたことが問題です。どうして負担していたんですか？それはどうして皆さん追及してくださらないんですかと。
よろしいですか？それで後ろの女性の方。
Hello, ITTV Network, International Channel. My question is, as you said, there seems to be a discrepancy or maybe a different definition of corporate governance or maybe accountability for what CEO does between maybe Japanese way and the international way. Because just before you came to FCCJ, I talked to the ACCJ governor who said there is no Japanese corporate governance functioning or it's not even defined clearly. And then I talked to you, and then next I talked to the Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry, Mr. Edano. He said the Japanese corporate governance is on par or even better than US, he said. And the top executives of the 3 economic organizations yesterday quite said the same thing. So what's your definition of corporate governance? And what do you think the Japanese way or maybe the Japanese style of corporate governance? Can you explain your world's definition and what you saw in Japan?
いや、 簡単に言えば企業統治の定義づけについて内外の不一致があるように思いますが、また国内でも何か聞くところによって捉え方が違うように感じるときがありますが、ウッドフォードさんとしてどういうふうに企業統治を捉えているか。